Now, a Scottish poverty charity has accused energy companies of profiteering from misery as the energy price cap rose yet again. From the start of this year until at least March, the maximum costs fuel has increased by 5%.
The regulator Ofgem says this is due to the wholesale costs, but with no government support like this time last year, analysts say 2024 has got off to a bad start for many people across the country. Brandon Cook reports.
Stocking up for the start of what's expected to be yet another busy year. By the end of 2023, around 10% of Govan's population were registered to this charity. Around 300 people per week use its pantry service for essential food. But as the energy price cap rises again, so too does demand.
In this community, people are really struggling. They have competing priorities, generally between heating and eating a lot of the time. The price cap's completely unrealistic in terms of affordability, particularly for families that live in this community. Somebody's not doing the maths correctly here because this is not working for these families. Energy companies have just taken all of that extra cash that was going into families' pockets and they're being allowed to do it, and it is profiteering, it's not fair.
The energy price cap, that's the maximum suppliers can charge you for each unit of energy if you're on a standard variable tariff, increased by £94 per year. The regulator, Ofgem, says this is down to the continued high wholesale costs of both gas and electricity. Overall, this is a 5% increase, but Advice Services say it's more like 20% because government support, which was in place last year, isn't this year.
We need government to intervene. We need simply a fairer energy system. We need to see something that is much more like lower cost options for the lowest income households or people who have essential medical needs or disability. We simply don't have that. We have this same energy system which is unfairly punishing the lowest income households. This cannot continue. It has to change.
Experts say prices are unlikely to return to pre-Russia-Ukraine war levels, but there's hope the cap will drop by around 15% come April.
If that 15% comes to pass and the market stays the same, then you could see that perhaps energy bills in 2024 will be lower than they were in 2023, and certainly below the levels where we saw governments intervening to cap bills for consumers.
But with no comparable government support like last year, 2024 is off to a tricky start for many. Brandon Cook, STV News.